loud. We're recording. All right. Well, everybody, thank you for joining us. This is our Saturday Meet the Fosters. This is where we show some of our adoptable foster dogs. And what's great about that is that you get to see them in their foster homes where they're most comfortable. One of the things about a shelter, an animal shelter, is that, you know, we do our very best, but it's a highly stressful environment. It's not a natural environment for dogs or cats. And so the dog that you meet there in the shelter may be fairly different from the dog after they've spent some time outside of the shelter. And so what I think is so cool about these weekly Meet the Foster videos is that we're getting to see these dogs after they've spent some time out of the shelter. And in most cases, like, this is who they really are. And we're also getting to hear from the people who know them the best. We're getting to see them in the environment they're most comfortable in. And I just think it's the coolest thing. I just love it so much. We really get to kind of picture what they're going to be like in a home. So we are going to have, let's hear from Donovan's foster parent, Lulu, first. So I'm going to turn off the other spotlights. And Lulu, why don't you tell us about Donovan?
All righty, this is Donovan. He's about 5 years old. I've been fostering him for a few months now, and he has been just fabulous. He gets so many compliments about how handsome he is, and he's been around all the way from toddlers to folks in their 80s, and he's done great around everybody that I've seen him around. He's been around some other dogs as well in our apartment community, and walking around. I take him out to, different places like the Crosstown Concourse and to pet stores, and he does great around other dogs. If they're reactive, he doesn't react back. He's pretty calm, as you can tell from here. He's just a little lap dog. He wants to cuddle, and he's very calm and gentle. He is potty trained. At first, when he was adjusting to my place, he had a couple accidents, but he's doing just great now. Just cute. He loves belly rubs, soft toys he loves. He snores a little bit when he sleeps, and he's an all-around great doggy. He does have a little medical thing going on right now. On his chest, there's potentially a mast cell tumor. So if a rescue is interested or a committed adopter, that would be amazing.
So I want to go into a little more detail on the mast cell tumor. From what I understand, and correct me if I'm wrong, Lulu, but what I think is going on with that is that right now, is it correct that it could be benign, but we don't have the capability to do like a biopsy? So it could be benign, it could be something else, but that is something that we need Donovan's adopter or rescue group to be kind of prepared to take on.
That's right. Yeah.
Right. And so we have been reaching out to some rescues to try to get Donovan into rescue. But he absolutely does not have to go to a rescue. And I want to say one thing that Lulu always forgets to mention about Donovan is the teeths.
Oh my goodness. Donovan, come here. Come here, Donovan.
And everybody probably noticed them anyway, but I think it's important to notice is the teeths. And are these the bottom teeths that are this? Is it an underbite? It's very cute.
Yes. It's an underbite and
Donovan.
show your teeth. There's
Very
one
good.
tooth that always pokes out.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Show him your teethies. He doesn't really.
We'll come back. We're going to come back and show everybody. So when we come
Okay.
back, Donovan again, everybody just make sure to notice the teeth because they're the best teeth. They're very good. I mean, no offense, Hannah and Phoenix. I'm sure y'all have really good teeth too. But I do notice Donovan's teeth every single time he's on this video.
Yes. If he lays on his belly so I can give him some belly rubs, he'll like tilt his head back, and that's where I'll get a good
Yeah.
video. So come back to me. Yes.
Yeah. So like, I don't know if any, dog dental product companies are watching this and you need a dog tooth model, but I really think this could be your guy. So, okay. Well, next, why don't we go to Phoenix? Kim, can you tell us all about Phoenix?
Okay, sorry, I needed to unmute.
Okay.
So this is Phoenix. I've had her for several months. She was on a list of dogs that needed to go out of the shelter because of fear aggression, which, as you mentioned, that's a common situation because it's a stressful environment for them. Phoenix, and I'll talk about that a little bit more in a minute. Phoenix is completely housebroken. I don't know how I got so lucky with every foster dog. She has not had an accident, and she's had plenty of these, like when I had mom in the hospital, and there were hours that she went and managed to hold it anyway. She's already been spayed. She's on monthly flea and heartworm prevention, and she's very healthy. As you can sort of see, she's a very handsome girl. I think they may still have her on the MAS site as a male. She was originally on there as a male. She's definitely not a male. So if you see a male named Phoenix on the site, that's her. She's currently chewing her newest toy, which she loves. It's one of those toys that has the balls stuffed inside, tennis balls. And she hadn't gotten either of them out yet, but she's working on it. And she is a chewer. She does need things to chew on. I have to admit that because of her, I'm going to say my uncertainty of her safety around cats, she's not our house because we do have cats. I always walk past them. Oh, it says my connection is unstable. Can you still hear me?
The last thing I heard you say was because I worry about her safety around cats, and then you kind of broke.
Oh, I hope you're hearing, but whenever I take her through the house, I always have her on a very short leash, and I regret on her harness as well. So there are times when she walks past the cats and it's like, and there's other times when she lunges for them. And so that's why she's still restrained when she's around them. And she is admittedly also that way around people. Now, when I first got her out of the shelter, we were sitting in the lobby waiting for something, and a woman came over with a 3-year-old girl, and the girl sat this close to Phoenix, and I was very nervous, and I told the woman, look, I just got this dog out. I don't know her. I really don't feel comfortable with your child being or your grandchild being that close, but she did nothing. The girl sat there for probably 20 minutes. But I still think that I personally have seen her show, well, she does the hard barking. she shows aggression, how much she would follow through with it. And whether it's real aggression or not, I can't say, but she does do some pretty hard barking and lunging at people, particularly when they take her by surprise, and she's often in a distracted sort of ADD sort of mode. So it's easy to take her by surprise. I've taken her to parks, and she does okay, but I would say she's a great protector. I just think that she needs to be kept close at hand by any adopter and have some training before she's considered to be okay not to be restrained. But she's obviously very calm around me. I've never had any problem with her myself. We bonded the very first night I slept in this is her room, the laundry room. I slept in here with her the first night, and it seemed like that kind of cinched the deal for her that I was okay and I can do anything. She's been getting little bits of this toy in her mouth, and she'll let me reach in and get it out. There's nothing I can do to this dog that makes her mad. But it just seems like part of the problem with her fear aggression is that other people believe it, whereas I didn't believe it when I saw it. And so if you believe it, I think she could follow through with it. And that's something that, we can't train people to not fear her. So we have to work on training her to not fear people. Oh, you got your balls out. Yay. You finally did. Got both of them. Goodness.
What about, has she been around your other dogs?
I have Jess, who I adopted from you guys 4 or 5 years ago. Jess doesn't like other dogs. So
Okay.
they don't interact. It's the thing of musical dogs all
Gotcha.
day, where they just are always in another part of the house or in another room.
Gotcha. Well, bless you for continuing to foster while you have a dog that doesn't like other dogs. I know that's not the easiest in the world. So, okay. Well, next we will go to Hamma. So I will spotlight Hamma, and I will take the spotlight off of Phoenix. Thank you, Phoenix. Very beautiful.
Well, hi, this is Hamma, and we started fostering her this week. She was on one of those pleas because she was going to be put down because she was fearful and stressed in the shelter. And I think being on death row would make anyone fearful and stressed. And so I took my daughter and my dog to go and meet Hamma at the shelter just to see, how they would get along. And Hamma is 2 years old, and she was very much acting like the little sister to my dog. Just wanted to check her out. And my dog, she sniffed my dog, got in my dog's face, kind of in her personal space, and my dog barked one time, and Hamma took the correction. And now she's been in the home with us. And like I said, I have a child, I have a dog, and we also have a cat. And Hamma would like to just play and play, snuggle, eat are her favorite hobbies, and sometimes chasing her own tail. And she does, as far as I'm aware, does not have any medical concerns. She was spayed, and she is on the monthly preventative, the Heartgard and all of that. She's very loving. She will bark when she's on the leash, but my dog also barks when she's on the leash. And I think it's more of, we're just walking with mom, and mom is a single lady. But she doesn't show aggression towards the animals or my daughter or myself. She just shows she wants to play. So that's a little bit about Hamma. I think she would be a good fit in a home. Hopefully, if if they're interested in a dog with energy and a lot of love to give, Hamma would be the girl.
All right. Well, thank you so much for fostering. What made you decide to come in and foster? Like, did you see her on Facebook
I
or
saw her on Facebook, and I read her profile and I just thought, you know what? I bet that's a dog that just needs a chance. So here we are giving her a chance, and here's, you know, here's
That's
her being herself in
that's
a loving home. Last night she got in my bed with me and sat on me, literally sat on me, and then snuggled. She was able to just kind of lay down and chill out, enjoy her environment, get all the rubs, all the love. So she's doing pretty well here.
I love that. That's exactly why we do those deadline please. We do those twice. 2022, and it is not ending. 2022 was the start of like a national shelter crisis where the things that had been working in shelters, including ours, to get dogs out just kind of weren't working as well. We just have been overwhelmed with intakes, much higher than what we've been used to. We've had to kind of throw out the playbook in a lot of areas and do things differently. And so I'm super happy that people like you are responding, and people like you and Kim and Lulu and helping us. You guys are saving lives. So thank you so much. Hannah, I don't think Hannah's very happy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, not at all. She's found bones, toys. Oh yeah, she's living the good life here. So, but I would love to get her adopted, because I'm one person and now I have two dogs and a cat and a kid. So I'm like, all right, let's just get her in a good loving home, and then I'll feel like kind of we've done our part, and my daughter was invested in saving her life. So that's why we did it.
Yeah, I mean, she seems like a pretty easy adoption. I also want to, if you can kind of show off her like collar and harness set, I also want to shout this out. This is like the absolute best deal we found on it's actually a collar, harness, and leash set.
Oh, I
And
love it. It's great.
her-
She walks better than my dog. She does better on this than my dog.
it's on our Amazon wish list. It's $10 for all three of those things. So if you're watching this and you're like, I love these dogs, but I can't adopt, can't foster, and you want to help in some other way, go to our Amazon wish list. And if you got $10, you can help send a dog to foster. Because we send every single one of our foster dogs home with a collar, a leash, and a harness. So you can help send a dog to foster by donating one of these little sets. And our Amazon wish list is on our website, memphisanimalservices.com. Click on I want to donate, and then donate needed items. You'll see it on there. It's also on our link in bio on Instagram. All right, so let me put everybody else back on the spotlight. So we are looking again at Hannah in Phoenix. We mostly just see you, Kim, so you might want to point it down at Phoenix. And then Donovan. So if you're interested in any of these guys, all you need to do is you can send us a direct message on Facebook. You can email us at mas@memphistn.gov. And what we're going to do is we're going to put you right in touch with these foster parents, because they're the ones that know these ladies and gentlemen best. They're the ones that are going to be able to answer any questions that you have about it. Look, you can kind of see Donovan's little tooth. Hold on. Make him big real fast. I'm gonna make him big. It's really important. Okay. See it. It's so
I'm
cute.
trying to get him to to show him, but he's so preoccupied by his dinosaur toy.
There.
Oh, you see him?
It's so cute. Okay, let me spotlight everybody else. Sorry, it was just really important. So I want everybody to remember, if you are looking to adopt a pet, absolutely come and look at the dogs in the shelter. That is super important. But don't forget about the dogs that are in foster homes. I found out this week that we have just as many pets in foster as we do in the shelter. And there are a lot of benefits to adopting a pet that's in a shelter. A lot of times, almost always, we know a lot more about them. We know how they're doing on house training. We know how they are with other animals often. We know how they are with children often. But if you come into a lot of times we know how they are with cats. If you come into the shelter and say that you need a dog that is good with cats, usually we do not have that information. But if you are willing to look at dogs that are in foster homes, then we're probably going to be able to give you some options. So if you maybe aren't looking to adopt today, but you want to do what these amazing foster parents are doing and foster a pet, amazing. We would love for you to join them in saving lives. All you need to do is just show up, come to the shelter 7 days a week. We're there, 2050 Appling City Cove. We're open 12 to 4 every day. Just show up and say, I want to foster. You can get more info at our website, memphisanimalservices.com. Click on I want to foster. Last time, if you're interested in any of these dogs, Donovan, Hama, or Phoenix, you can just send us a direct message on Facebook, or you can email us at memphistn.gov. All right. Well, thank y'all so much. Thank you to our fosters. Thank you to, I also like to always do a shout out to our foster siblings who really didn't sign up for this and are doing a great job helping our foster dogs and cats learn how to dog and cat. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Everybody have a wonderful Saturday. Bye, Donovan and Hama and Phoenix. And goodbye to Hama's and Phoenix's toys. And goodbye to Donovan's teeth.
Bye.